Coming at you live from Skeleton City. It's Q&A time, so let's get into it. Is it safe to just eat watermelon only, or should I add in more fruit? I would say not for more than, I don't know, a few days. Like, I guess what is the point of only eating, like, what is your goal? Like, obviously, I'm assuming it's just like fast weight loss, but you're gonna be missing, like, first off, is that even, like, what's the adherence to only eating watermelon,
Are they saying when they eat fruit, it's only going to be watermelon for their fruit, or they're just literally
going to eat watermelon? Yeah, and then I asked this person for how long. He said 2 to 3 months. Ooh. So, like, first off, I mean, can you even do?
More power to you if you can do that, because I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I guess the question is, can you even do that? That would be question number one. And then question number two is, like, just so you can be getting all your vitamins and minerals and everything else, I wouldn't just only eat watermelon. You make it a little more balanced. That's what we did when we first started losing weight. It was like tier 3, and it was way more balanced, So yeah, but for a week, you want to do watermelon for a week? Sure, go ahead. I mean, see if you can, I guess. Do you think you'll do any content about parenting? I've been curious about your lives as parents. Like, how old is your son, and has he adapted to this lifestyle, or do you just feed him other things? Would love to hear more about that. Thank you. So our son is 10 years old, and has he adapted to this lifestyle? He basically eats very healthy.
He's not quite eating.
He's not eating exactly what we eat. He eats more fat.
He's never had like a T111 day.
Right.
Because he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to.
He's perfectly, like, he's not overweight in the least bit.
Yeah, he's like the healthiest body weight you can be for a 10-year-old.
And like they're growing and stuff. Like, it's,
yeah.
I don't know. I think they need more like fat and protein and stuff.
Yeah.
When they're growing. So.
I don't know. Maybe one day he'll come on the channel and you guys can meet him. But as of right now, for the most part, we try and keep his life relatively private, but I guess put it this way, like, he's the fastest kid in the school. He runs with us twice a week, and he could, he's fast. We'll do 7-minute miles, and he's only 10. So yeah, he's a very, very fit and healthy boy. But yeah, he eats, he still eats, relatively low fat, just not no fat. He rides his bike without the seat, prepares him for Mrs. Skeleton's pegging session later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know you see my second butthole video. How do you think I got that thing?
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure you two can't be pulled apart without pliers. Yeah, we spend like 24/7. Like, unless I go to Costco for an hour, we are around each other all day, every day, all the time, and yeah.
And then when we get back from Costco, there has to be a recap of like every single thing guess what the customer service agent said.
Yeah,
and
yeah. We know like literally everything, like every minute morsel of each other's lives. We know, yeah, we're very in tune with one another. But hey, that's how it works for us. I'm not saying every marriage has to be like that. But that's just how we prefer things to be. And we're like that with our kid, too. It's like we know everything. I mean, he's homeschooled, so, like, we know everything. I don't know. That's just our way of life, I guess. Do you only do zone 2 for running? So we only do zone 2 for running because we just got back into running not too long ago. When we were super fat, we didn't do any running because, running takes a toll on your knees and your hips and your joints and your legs. Unless you have been running for, like our son, he's been running since he was 5 or 6 years old. So like he's been conditioned to be a runner. That wasn't either of us. So unless you've been conditioned like that, from when you were a kid or a teenager, most people should really, really ease into running. and because it's just so easy to get injured. So we do zone 2, just like slow runs, just so we can build up our mileage.
Is that zone 2?
Yeah, zone 2 is like talking pace. I mean, all of our runs are basically like.
Yeah.
For the,
I would say you could dip into zone 3.
Yeah, and like at the end of our runs,
yeah,
we'll do a little bit of speed work. But like for the most part, we're just trying to get conditioned back into running. So that's why we mainly do easy runs and then hard bike rides. But yeah, for the average, that's our strategy for the average person. For like the masses, like if you're already conditioned to running, then I would say, well, I guess find the mileage that's appropriate for you. But yeah, I would do some faster runs, throw some like, like a fast mile or a fast 5K or whatever, just so you can get that like VO2 max. But that's why I like the bike though. I like Zwift because then you can work on your VO2 max work on here, and then there's no like risk of like injury by doing that. So yeah, that's kind of our strategy for running. I hope that answered your question. Would love recipes for holidays or when there is a special occasion, etc. What y'all would eat in the losing stage? Yeah,
that's a good idea because come the holidays, like basically right now when it starts being fall, I just want to make all the things, Yeah. And so since I'm still in the weight losing phase, I am going to have to think of some fun, low fat, tier 1 recipes or versions of recipes that I would normally make. So yeah. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, skeleton cookbook coming soon, maybe. What is the best low-fat music to listen to while I work out? The best low-fat is whatever music gets you to burn the most fat is the best low-fat music. So for us, that is
what we grew up on.
Yeah, if you watch any of we've been live streaming our Zwift races in the mornings. So if you check those out, I did one to Queen, and they actually YouTube took it down. They copyrighted it. But yeah, usually it's late 90s, early 2000s pop hits. That's usually what gets us pretty hyped to race hard. And
last time I did K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's been stuck in my head for weeks.
Yeah, that's been on rotation. But just whatever's going to get you to go hard. That's the best low-fat music. Your goal of getting others involved is working. I just bought 2 Zwift rides for myself and a friend. Really excited about it, and we'll be pedaling along watching you guys. I'm 77 years old and my friend's 73, and we both have about 50 pounds to lose. Excited that you shared Zwift. Hey, that's really cool, I hope that I can inspire more people to get on here because, yeah, it's just not sponsored, not sponsored at all, but it's just something I really believe in, and it's something that helped us a lot, losing weight and now maintaining weight, all the hard work that I did to lose the weight. So yeah, Zwift is a great tool. If you can, if you can make it happen, you can afford it, I think everybody should get on Zwift. So, do you guys see any benefits in weight loss by shortening your eating window through intermittent fasting with the same amount of calories? So, no,
We've just never really tried it.
Yeah, it's not intermittent fasting. We've never done any fasting in that sense, but like we do eat smaller like breakfast and lunch than dinner.
I don't know.
Like so maybe you could sort of consider that like intermittent. It's not intermittent. I don't know.
No, that's just like our eating patterns.
Yeah, it's just our eating. So I've never tried intermittent fasting. I think keeping things more stable and steady. That's what worked for us. So, but hey, I know a lot of people have success with fasting, so it's not that I'm knocking it, but
we kind of just have our set meal times or meal windows and amounts.
Yeah.
And then the only time we're fasting is overnight when we're sleeping. So that's it.
Also, we ride first thing in the morning, so it's like we never like do exercise fasted. We like to have energy, so like that kind of eliminates like even being able to intermittent fast. you know.
Some people do fasted workouts, but like what I just did today, there's no way I could have done that fasted.
Yeah.
I would have bombed.
Yeah, she burned 500 calories in like 40 minutes, so yeah. Your wife is looking great and fit. Yeah, her before and after pic right now is from September 9th.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to October 9th.
Yeah, about 10 days we'll have a new pic.
We'll have a new pic for you guys. So yeah, she's still chugging along to Skeleton City. So I was hearing a lot lately about the McDougall way of eating, which would be more like tier 1 and tier 2, and some beans if I wanted, which would be tier 3. So I guess you're saying having, eating McDougall with beans. And yeah, beans are tier 3, but like there's nothing wrong with doing like tier 2.5, with like a little bit of beans.
I've tried recently to kind of do like, but I've skipped the starch part of it and kind of gone like tier 1 with beans. I did like a Mexican bowl kind of thing, like minus the rice.
Yeah.
And that worked well for me. So.
Yeah, I mean, beans are fine. I would just make, it's more like beans are like a condiment for us. Like, it's like...
Yeah, it's not like the main... like for dinner anyway, it's always the main thing is vegetables.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously fruit's the main thing of like the first part of our day, the breakfast and lunch usually. But yeah, that's kind of just like... And that's why tier 3, it's like lean protein. It's like... It's not the focus of the meal, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to get fat eating beans, but I think you will do better. I guess just treating them more like a side dish than the main course. But
yeah, McDougall's thing really is like a tier 2.5.
Yeah, but yeah, McDougall wasn't all about
no protein.
He wasn't about no protein, but he also wasn't about like only beans. It was like rice and beans.
Yeah, I've made a lot of his recipes actually.
Yeah, we have his cookbook.
Yeah, and it's a good combination of, it's mostly starches, but like he's not afraid to put in peas, split pea soups or beans or does he not have avocado from time to time?
I don't think
Okay.
I don't know actually.
I don't recall.
I'm not an expert on McDougall, but I don't think that he's big on the avocado.
Yeah, but beans, yeah, for sure.
All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for all the questions. Anyone that left some questions, if you want me to answer anything in, a coming up Q&A, let me know. And yeah, we go live every morning too. So we answer a lot of questions in our lives while we're racing. So yeah, if you haven't checked those out, I mean, that's another way to chat with us. But so yeah, thanks for all the questions. And until next time, my friends, stay bony.